It's the best he's ever been. That's quite a statement, Kane. Yeah. Like, so can you explain to us a little bit? Let's jump into it right now. Let's not mess around. Let's not wait any longer. And just tell me, what are some of the things that you notice in this character compared to Tekken 7 that makes him like strong?
So the main thing to know about him in this game is to do with his no sword stance, because it's very tied to his heat mode.
Okay.
So the no sword stance will be the main stance you use in this game, because what they've done to it now, they've made it so that any moves he does in it that draw the sword back out will enhance them, and heat mode essentially gets to use that when the sword is already out. So to demonstrate, I will do one of his most basic 10-frame punishers.
Yep.
So, which will be back 1+2 to put the sword away. So 1-1, you see there. So normally 1-1 does this, but if he puts the sword away, it has this knockdown, does more damage, and the energy you see going into Yoshimitsu, that's him healing life back.
Wow.
So the healing gimmick with Yoshi that everybody knows him for. Now, normally he would do something like meditation, like standing meditation or Indian to heal, right? This time it only heals his recoverable health. So if he wants to heal his real health, he will do stuff like 1-1 or any other move that's like buffed in heat. So yeah.
And is it only in heat that he recovers?
No. So it's literally any move that he does in no sword stance that brings that sword back out. So like 3-1, for example.
Yeah.
Did it again.
Yeah, the health bar just flash green.
Green, yeah.
Yep. Well, it flashes green when he does heat engage, but literally any move, 3-1, 1-1, 3-2, 1+2, which is one of his new strings I want to add as well.
Okay.
That does that as well. Up back 1+2. Oh, we ran out of heat there. Up back 1+2. Now I feel like this is one of his new moves that you received. It's a new linear big slashing mid. The range on this in heat is disgusting.
Yeah,
okay. So I think it's even worse than CD1. So like you do it from like around here.
Right.
Place it right. The worst part is that it's actually safe, I believe.
It's safe. What?
I block here.
Oh, you only block. Sorry, you only block, yeah. -8.
Forces crouch, and it hits grounded.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I believe, like, even though you can step this mid quite easily, the range it has, even in normal mode, its range is quite strong. Like,
right.
I can hit you from like around here.
Right.
And it chips as well. It chips on block.
It does chip. Okay. Oh yeah. My god.
So talk about his heat engages real quick as well. So a lot of his heat engages are tied to like new moves he has. So the first one, forward 1+2. Oh, yeah, that's all wrong. Forward 1+2. So this is a change from his old forward 1+2, where he used to lunge forward and hit people with the hilt of the sword.
The counter-hit launcher.
Yeah, the counter-hit launcher that he got in Season 4. That is all gone now. It's replaced by this. It is unsafe on block. Okay. It is -12 on block. But it does track to, if you like step to the left, it does track to that side.
You jab and then...
Yeah. So it tracks to that side, but it doesn't track to the other direction. So if I jab now...
Yep. Okay,
yeah, so
and which way would you say is his weak side?
His weak side is usually the left side. Yeah, so the fact that you step to the side that is strong, it kind of mixes up the little step game a bit, you know, because a lot of people usually step into the left, but now you have to really think about, okay, what's he going to go for? What direction should I step?
So how about you talk about his flash a little bit, you know, because I know that's had a little bit of changes, so why don't you just go into the...
So the big nerf that everyone was talking about was his flash. Obviously, it used to be a launcher, 6 frames fast, 8 frames fast in no sword stance. I personally don't think it's as big a nerf as you would believe, because if I do it now... Whoops, wrong button.
Want me to do something?
No, just walk forward into me. So, it's +14 on hit, meaning he gets a guaranteed back 2-2, meaning if he gets back 2-2 for the first time, which is also one of his heat engages, by the way, he will go into heat. So that's unscaled damage into heat mode, into whatever mix-up you want to do, unblockable, Kincho, Dragonfly. So I personally think it's a really strong thing, because it adds up as well. So I don't think people should be discouraged from using Flash, even though it doesn't launch anymore, because it still launches in no sword stance anyway, and heals life. So if I demonstrate by putting the sword away...
We're going down again. We're just showcasing the different
I'm too used to my old notations, you see. So yeah, you see, still launches in no sword. He will be able to do that in heat. He gets the properties of no sword flash in heat, and then he can do a combo like this.
Look at the wall carry.
And he healed from that as well. So technically, if he launches with no sword stance flash, that means he can technically get to heal twice.
I was about to say that sounded like a double heal there.
And
Yeah.
like he's healing like about 5 points of health or something like that. So it adds up because you're comboing your opponent while healing as well. So you're healing through aggression. That's what they're like trying to get. They're trying to get the aggressive system across Yoshimitsu in the sense that you don't heal by turtling with meditation or anything like that. You heal by attacking, which is why they're trying to make the no sword stance his main stance now, because they buffed so much about it, so many more transitions as well.
Right.
Like one of his new moves, Dragonfly, if I bring the sword back out, Dragonfly 2-4, new extension. If you hold back during that, which I just did, he puts the sword away. So they're trying to encourage more no sword stance usage in neutral as well as his combos.
Wow.
Because the moves are just like super enhanced.
Well, I'm telling you what, man, I'm so happy that you're here for that, Kane, because I mean, this character does seem extremely deep, and you know, you're very analytical and kind of you're a lab monster. You really understand this character. You've always have for a very long time. So it's great to have you here to actually explain this and get our heads around this character, because I feel like we haven't really seen Yoshimitsu, right? So it's great to have that. Kane, I just want to ask you one final question, and you kind of already touched upon it as well. You know, how successful do you think that Yoshimitsu is going to be? Do you think that people will be able to pick up this character and kind of just get good? Or is he more complicated now? Like, what's your overall thoughts there about that?
Yoshi as a character is a bit much for beginners to pick up, because I think out of all the characters in this game, he is the character with the largest move list. And he's got a lot of stance transitions and unblockable setups to like keep in the memory. So I feel like if you want to pick up a character, I wouldn't recommend Yoshimitsu, but once you get used to the fundamentals of the game, know how to play basically, then if you're feeling a bit more ambitious, you pick up a character like Yoshimitsu, because he's very like mix-up and stance heavy, but he's a very fun character once you get used to him. I think he's going to be strong in this game.
And are you going to be using this character and busting mans up with this character? Tekken 8, yeah?
Absolutely, man, you know it.
That's what I want to hear. KaneAndTrench, thank you so much for the showcase of Yoshimitsu. Kane, what a legend.
Definitely, what a legend. Now, Spag, we've seen all the characters, you know.